All right, Francis, get your GPS going here because we need to know where we're going. And the address where we're going is off of Main Street. And we said we would pick her up at 7 o'clock.
Did she say if anyone was coming with her?
No, she didn't say if anybody's coming with her, but sometimes, you know, they might bring a child with them. But we'll have to put the child seat in the back that they'll have to bring. So.
I'm Frances Sale, and my husband and I are residents at Sunnyside Retirement Home.
Mm-hmm. And I live with her. I'm Andy Sale.
Okay,
So
we're gonna make it. Because she said, what, 7 o'clock? Is that when we were supposed to pick her up?
that's right.
Yeah, okay, well, it's 6:30 right now. Let's see if we can get there in 30 minutes.
Vanita is a volunteer transportation system that began before the pandemic. When it became apparent after a study of what's going on with immigrants and refugees in the Harrisonburg-Rockingham area, finding that they needed transportation to go to court hearings and to ICE check-ins up near DC.
Wow, look at the gas prices here. $3.98.
Close to $4.
Yeah, right at $4.
It really is fun for us to do the rides together.
Thank God for Costco.
This is an interesting one too. Speaking about what makes a good marriage, we spent 3 months in the off the grid in Yellowstone in the winter.
When we first retired. Well, we were both in graduate school in Richmond, where we met, and we shared the same library. And that, and so that's where we met. Actually, was in the library because we were students then. Yeah. But we've been married 60 years this year, and it's been a good ride.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah. No, we let's put it this way: our parents met at the wedding. We met each other in October and were married in June. And and then we decided soon after that we wanted to go to Europe together. And her father, I think it was your father, who said, well, if they could stand each other for a year and a half in Europe in the back of a Volkswagen, the wedding will be made, the marriage will be made.
That's right.
And just being involved in this immigration process at a very critical time with our immigrant neighbors, that they would trust us to be advocates as well as helpers in their lives' experiences is very satisfying.
One time around Easter, we were going back and forth across the Checkpoint Charlie to the East German church, and we were carrying things from the West German churches to the East German churches, and as a part of the World Council program. And on Easter Sunday, we were going across, and they asked for all our luggage, and Frances gave them her pocketbook, and they pulled out a piece of paper and said, "What is this?" And Frances said, "Well, it's a contract for me teaching." And they said, you're going to come on in the office with us right now. So she was taken out of the car. She went into this room, one bare light, you know, the whole thing, and a bunch of Volpos, which are the East German border guard people, kind of talking to her quietly in German and things like this, and were trying to understand and read the paper, and then started asking her questions. And of course, we were sitting outside, very similar to a situation in ICE when she'd be inside and we'd be out in the car waiting. And we were just waiting out in the car to see if she was going to come out. And so finally she did come out, and she somehow rather convinced them that this was a contract because she was a teacher in the United States, and et cetera. And then finally one of the border guards kind of said to us in German, "It's Easter, and you may go." They knew exactly what we were doing, carrying things back and forth. And they just kind of wanted to say, we're in charge here. And,
But
so,
the difference now is the people we are with have left their family behind. I mean, it was so different because we always knew we were going to go home to our families. And I look at the people here, the immigrants here, and they're very, very brave people to leave behind what they know in family and come to a place where the language is a challenge, the food is a challenge, the politics are a challenge, life is a challenge, and we just are amazed at how brave they are and what courage they show. I'm really the co-pilot and use the Garmin to help navigate because, as I say,
Garmin anymore, it's GPS.
GPS, excuse me, the Garmin's GPS, which I totally depend on, but especially going into DC. But I'm more the navigator.
And we could go find a parking place somewhere.
There's just no parking in that area. We've been there before.
Downtown is just crazy. And
But that's a good idea. She'll let us know when she's finished,
yeah.
and we can be nearby where we find it.
But it really makes it fun when we go together. And we go into DC, and while we're waiting, we do some interesting things in DC. But it's fun to really, it's something we enjoy doing together.
Yeah, we're a team. Let's put it that way. Ever since the back of a Volkswagen.
That's right.
We found out that there were people called coyotes, and they were taking people for $200 to $300 to drive them to their interview or their court hearing or whatever, and then getting, say, maybe onto 66 and saying, I need some more money. And so we found this out and started a group of us, about 6 or 7 of us. It was 3 churches, Shalom Community, Mennonite, and Trinity Presbyterian Church. And we started this organization.
Okay, we're right nearby now.
Don't film this house.
Well, you, France.
I don't think you should film this house
Yeah, well.
because there's a car and. Yeah.
That's one of the biggies of life, is how do you matter to yourself and to others, and to help other people matter is loving your neighbor as yourself. And these are neighbors. They're world neighbors, but they're neighbors. Well, I'm very optimistic about America. I think we're going through a hard time right now, but I think we're going to get past it. I think, we're at the 250th anniversary of that time when a bunch of immigrants, refugee people, they'd been here for 200 or 300 years before, anyway, but they were all people from another country, said, we're going to put together something here. And they did. And we should celebrate that, but celebrate also not just who we are now, but who we once were and have now become, and honor that. I think we have a great opportunity right now to do that this year, especially.